Всем привет, с вами Ванила. Приятного просмотра. Прошу прощения, у меня оказывается все это время звук не туда шел.
Package? No, no, no. Add Ast. Rebooting.
Why do you explore making mistakes over and over again?
Апа, а вот это приятно, в В прошлые разы я обычно просто Мору выигрывал, а тут Луна целая.
protect us. Huh. Huh, huh. Coming through. That's that.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Over here. That's that.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Coming through. That's that.
Adventure time!
It's a fury!
Let the show begin.
Surprise!
Should replace my hammer.
Coming through.
Ship on us! Let's light it up!
I'll protect us.
Surprise! Let's light it up!
That's that. Coming through. Dance. Go, Barbara.
Let's light it up! Adventure time!
Over here. Add Astro. Thank you for
Надо будет сюжетку хоть сколько-то повыполнять сегодня, а то я все никак не закончу, а скоро новая версия уже выйдет.
Zero if you're injured.
This realm is... If you ever have...
Take it easy. Hey there! Looks like my luck is pretty good today. Oh, sure! Let me tell you all about my adventures. A few days ago, I found an oddly colored berry during an adventure. It was really sweet, but... Oh, diarrhea is nothing. I'm used to that. At first, there were a lot of colored lights, but then it felt like a lot of little people were dancing in my head. I recovered quickly enough, but I regret not putting some in my bag. I wanted to warn everyone to avoid eating that type of berry. Aw, this is how it ought to be. So many people took care of me, so I gotta return the favor. Oh, right. Remember to call me next time you go adventuring. With me around, you won't have to worry about those kinds of dangers at all. Looks like my luck... For us adventurers, what we want to do is adventure, naturally. To get the treasure at the end of the journey, or to take the first steps into the unknown. No, wait. What I want to say is that I want to become your helping hand. Look, I might not have any physical talents, but I don't fear pain, and can adapt to long battles. I get injured a lot from accidents, so I'm really skilled at bandaging wounds. Right. We've been traveling together for a while, haven't we? I've actually thought about this many times. Of course, I'll keep to my mission, but I've got other personal interests outside of that too. I want to become someone you can trust and depend on. A companion through thick and thin, good times and bad. This time, I want to become your strength. Thank you. Oh, what's wrong with me? This is supposed to be a happy occasion. Thank you. Looks like my luck... Oh, sure. It was really sweet, but... Oh, At first, I recovered quick. I wanted to warn everyone to avoid eating bad things. But there are times when it doesn't matter how careful I am. It would be better to warn others instead. Oh, right. Remember to call me next time you go Looks like my luck... For us adventurers, what we want to get the treasure... No, wait. Look, I get injured a lot from accidents. Well, that's because you're the adventurer I admire the most. I've actually thought about this many times. Of course, I'll keep to my mission, but I've got other personal interests outside of that too. I want to become someone you can trust and depend on. A companion through thick and thin, good this time. I want to become your strength. Thank you. Oh, what's wrong with me? This is supposed to be a happy occasion. Thank you.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Блин, ну ничего, крутки еще есть.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Опа. Ура.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Good roll. All right, maybe I'll
Если
take
что,
one more
я
day
не
off
скипал
and
кружки,
knock out
так
the
как
rest of
мне
the work
времени
once
с
I'm
Микой
feeling up
еще
to
не
it.
выпали. Думал их поймать сразу, но не вышло опять.
Hello there. I was just thinking about finding a patch of grass to lie down if you don't need me for anything. Good night. The daytime hours are always full of sound and fury, so I've developed a habit of saving work that requires more considered thinking for the evening. However, I'll pass on that while I'm here. Allow me to space out for a little longer. Hello there. I was just thinking about finding a patch of grass to lie down if you don't need... I quite like the environment. The temperature and humidity are both near perfect. It's a very fitting place for a leisurely vacation. You really are quite something to possess such a cozy and comfortable haven, but still be willing to venture out into the unknown. You speak with conviction. I can tell those matters are extremely important to you. It's not a bad thing to be committed to a goal. It can prevent you from losing your way in life. But don't let your convictions control you and lead you down a dangerous path, okay? After all, this wonderful place is still waiting for your return. Hello there. I was just thinking... You really are quite something to possess such a cozy and comfortable haven. I like the sound of that phrase. I just might write it down and add it to one of the regulations at the Fortress of Meripede. Should I say that it came from you? Ah, you saw right through me. Don't worry, though. I was just joking around. If I was actually going to add some new kind of rule, I would be sure to take full responsibility for it.
This realm is... If you ever...
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Наконец-то
Navigating the world
пригодилось.
is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
This realm is... If you ever...
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Да, конечно, Шинхэ через защиту получается. Хих.
A moment, please.
Stand clear. Swirl, Mark 2, absorption test. Eat this!
Everybody stand back!
Let's begin. This could get a little chilly.
Stand clear. Nice and spicy.
Teamwork is strength!
You're toast! Enhanced animal model.
Have a seat.
Ну, кстати, Ризли в какой-то степени улучшенная версия Хейтза получается.
It is my honor to win your trust.
Here we go. Boba, get them.
You're in for a little...
Think you can get away?
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Surrender an allegiance.
Hey, yeah! Nice and spicy! Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
You're in for a little shock.
A touch of frost.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
From whence you came.
Eat this! Boba, get it!
Submit for judgment.
Nice and spicy! Hey, yeah!
Fire it up.
Out of the frying pan,
Dodge this. I got you covered. Oh, so sorry. Freeze. Check this out.
nice and spicy! You're toast!
Cool it. Here's backup. This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
Out of the frying pan, eat this! Nice and spicy!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy.
Banana! Help! Hey! Yeah! Boba, get them! Here I go! More? Excuse me?
I take it Mr. Fremonet's condition has stabilized?
Of course! I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but Might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewayne?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now, then.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals. Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went, so I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremine has told you already the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Now, why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right! Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremine was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already. That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremine.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant? Follow me.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Take it easy.
Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any guesses what the reading could be tracking? Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising. Yes, that's very likely.
But forget about the two of us! Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh. Oh!
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us. The indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us. If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all. Yeah, you know what the legends say. If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird! Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the Primordial Sea? Who built this place anyway?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research. There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here. When the previous Hydro Archon Egeria ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold. Some of them began to repent, and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them, and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves." And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress. They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow. As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors. The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home. And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves. But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed. It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea. To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third. Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone!
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin? Good. Saves me a bit of time explaining. Edwin's main areas of research were archaeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripede?
Ah, what a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Ooh, are they together?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
Not much at all.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty. According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna, he created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try. So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster. Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe. As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. Alright, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions? Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back. I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
There is no escape!
Another test.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Fuse is lit! Steady as stone.
Gotcha. Game's up. Man's over. Busted.
Another test question. Another test subject.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Time for a light show. That didn't count.
Let my magic be.
Oh, that hurt.
The banquet!
Another
I
test.
must leave no stone un...
Now you shall perish!
Insolent. Shine down. Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
And what must go on? There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Did I scare you? Please hold.
Quietly now. Busted. Here comes the catch.
Sharing my knowledge. Hold the line. I see everything.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outline. I'm going in.
Hey. Rest and rebound. Make yourselves at home. I see everything. Covenant of the deep. Let's say farewell.
Let me read you a verse. Know my soul. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it up.
Hey! Allow me! Billowing surge! The Temple of Wisdom!
Going in. Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Know my sword.
Grow, grow, grow! Rest and rebound! Everyone hold hands! Bring refuge!
Everybody stand back.
Make yourselves at home!
Rain outlines your fate.
All hail! No touching! The Temple of Wisdom! Hey! Hold the line! Billowing surge!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, one with nature.
Access denied!
The wind knows me. one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Make yourselves a room. Yeah. Torrent, bring refuge. Rest and rebuild.
Into the wind.
Access denied. This is long overdue.
Fallen leaves adorn my...
I see everything. Allow me. Share my knowledge.
One with nature.
All hail. Born of ice and...
Billowing surge. Everyone hold hands.
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
This is long overdue. No touching. Shine down.
Steady as stone.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Feels a split.
There is no escape.
As a good knight should. Leave it all to me.
Shine down.
Busted. Game's up. Time's over. Quietly now.
Now you shall perish.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha. Busted.
Steady as stone.
Torn to oblivion. There is no escape.
Just following orders.
Enough.
I'm going in.
Let's light it. Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Rain outlines.
Rest and rebuild.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Yeah!
That's following a new punching bag.
Make yourselves at home.
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Following orders.
A minute to memory.
Go in!
Where do you think you're going?
Hey! Billowing surge!
You are not welcome here.
Roll! Share my knowledge!
Witness the power of Gua! No, my sword!
Dance with me!
Everybody stand back!
Everyone hold hands! Make yourselves at home! Allow me! Bring refuge!
Care for a dance.
I'm going in! Yeah, rain outlines your fate! No, my sword! Huh?
Dance with me!
Hold the
You
line!
are not.
Care for a dance.
Hey! Covenants of the
Shine down!
It's been a lucky day.
Access denied. Blaze over.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Now you shall perish!
Torrent, bring refuge! Burst and rebuild!
My
Born
blade.
of ice and frost. This is long
Lucky
overdue.
day.
Next.
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Illusion shattered!
Let me try. The wind knows me.
Torn to oblivion!
I'm ready.
Blaze over. No touching.
Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Covenants of the deep.
Shine down!
Allow me. Born of ice and fire.
One with nature. Fallen leaves adorn my. Night. Let me try.
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Illusion shattered!
Game's
Another
up.
test.
Fun's over. Gotcha.
I must leave no time for a light show. Let's tip her freeze!
Torn to oblivion!
Another test subject.
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Leave it all to...
Another test subject.
There is no escape!
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Busted.
I must leave fire hazard!
Shine down!
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Okay. Here comes the fireworks!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Leave it all to me.
Busted.
torn to oblivion!
I see everything! Torrent, bring refuge!
Witness the power of Gowa.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
Everyone will win! Share my knowledge!
Off we go!
This way, Colonel! Rest and revamp!
Everybody
Another test
stand!
subject.
I see everything!
Another
Make
test
yourselves at
subject.
home!
That tingle?
Let's light it up! Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Covenant of the Deep!
I'm going in!
Hey! The Temple of Wisdom!
Witness the power of Gowa. Huh?
Hold the line!
Everybody stand back! Adventure time!
Torrent, bring refuge! Rest and I see everything!
I'm going in!
Let me weave you a verse. Rain out.
Hey! Share my knowledge!
Shine down!
Allow me!
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
For Rex Lapis! Access denied!
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
No touching! All hail! Billowing surge!
Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
For Rex Lepis! Born of ice and frost! Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Hold the line! Torrent, bring refuge!
Now you shall perish! Blaze over!
The clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
Billowing surge! Breath.
There is no issue!
Gotcha! Here comes the catch!
Steady as still. The fuse is lit!
Illusion shattered!
Busted! Game's up! Fun's over!
Leave it all to me!
Time for a light show!
There is no escape!
Here comes the catch! Gotcha! Quietly now.
Illusion shattered!
Game's up! Fun's over! Busted!
School bishop down!
Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Steady as
Gotcha!
fire hazard!
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
Everyone hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Ring cutter!
Allow me! everything. Make yourselves at home.
Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword! Rain outlines your...
Billowing surge. Hold the line. Share my knowledge.
Everybody stand back! Huh? Witness the power of Gugwa!
Torrents, bring refuge.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Allow me. Everyone hold hands.
Let me leave you a verse. Why do they never miss? Huh?
Take. Make yourselves at home.
I'm going in!
Shine down!
Hold the line.
New punch.
No touching. All hail.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Born of ice and fog. Billowing surge. Rest and rebuild. This is long overdue. No touching.
There is no escape!
Into the wind. New punch. As one with wind and cloud.
I'm getting it.
Torn to oblivion!
I'm sick of this Torrent, bring refuge! Allow me! Born of ice and frost, for Rex Lapis!
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Illusion shattered! Ha! Inazuma shines eternal!
I'm getting
Now you
Shine down!
Covenant of the Deep! Rest and rebuild!
As one with wind and cloud.
Access denied. Blaze over.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Following order.
I'm getting sick.
Now you're testing my patience.
There is no escape!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Time for a light show!
Illusion shattered!
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
There is no escape!
Fire hazard!
Here comes the catch.
Now you shall perish!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Busted. Leave it all to me.
Illusion shattered!
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly now.
I see everything!
New
Temple of
punching
Wisdom!
bag.
Everybody stand back!
Witness the power of Gua. Huh?
Hold the line! Billowing surge!
Where do you think you're... That's following order.
Sharing my knowledge!
Teamwork is dream
Another
work!
test subject.
Everyone hold hands!
Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
That's following order.
Allow me!
The fury.
The Temple of Wisdom!
Take that.
Yeah!
Everybody stand!
Committed to...
Rain cutter. No, my sword. Huh?
Rust and Reba! Make yourselves at home!
Let's end this now.
Covenant of the Deep! I see everything!
Teamwork is dream work!
Did I scare you?
No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Sharing my knowledge! Everyone hold hands!
Patience.
Going in!
Sever.
Watch your foot.
That's close enough.
Witness the power of Gua. Rain outlines your...
Shine down!
Another
Hold
test
the line! Born of ice and frost, all hail!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
The wind knows me.
Billowing surge! Allow me!
Torn to oblivion!
Covenant of the Deep! Hold the line! Access denied! For Rex Lapis!
As one with wind and cloud.
Time to go.
There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Illusion
Another
shot!
test subject.
Born of ice and frost, this is long overdue.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
There is no escape! Access denied. Didn't see. Torn to oblivion!
Ладно, я заканчивать буду.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Steady as
Busted.
shine down!
Feel the blitz!
There is no escape!
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
Shine down! Leave it all to me.
Time for a light show!
Busted. Take it easy. Gotcha.
There is no escape!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Here comes the catch. Busted.
Fire hazard!
Quietly now. Add Astra.
Всем спасибо за просмотр. Удачи!
Thank you.